Hello there, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna do a world tour of my Forever World / Create mod series. Now I've been playing on this for about 2 months now. I do have a lot of progress on this world. But you might be wondering, why did you want to even make this video in the first place? And that is because I was talking with one of my friends and he actually recommended me to just make some videos on this world, and I thought it was an amazing idea. So yeah, it's a good way to help me be better at making videos and stuff. And yeah, anyways, enough yapping, let's get into this world tour. So starting over here, this is the current storage area. I really like this design. I'm pretty sure I came up with it. There might be similar designs. I might have taken inspiration from different places, but I did design this myself, no tutorial. Essentially, there are two ways to use this storage system. So you would have your main interface. This is a mod called Better Stock Ticker, which allows me to have my stock ticker and my blaze burner in the same block. I think it's really nice. But as you can see, these are all my items right now. Let's say I wanted to order a cobblestone wall for whatever reason. I am sending it to TM_1. TM is terminal, and that is 1. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And as you can see, oh, it was too fast. But this is the frog TM1, so it sends the item from this vault onto the conveyor here, and this frog collects it, and you will get your item over here. And then you can craft it, do whatever you want with it. If you want to input an item, you would just put it in this chest here. It will get deposited and it goes into this collection system, and then it goes through all the vaults until the final one. The reason I'm doing this and not just sending it to one vault is because, let's say this vault is full and the items just cycle through all the vaults. So if this one is full, it'll just fill this one up, and you would just lose 2 items over here because this can't funnel anything onto here if it's this. So this vault would lock. I'm pretty bad at explaining it, but there are many guides to these kinds of tutorial, but there are many guides to these types of storage systems. I do have to link display links over here. That is something I have to do so I can read how much storage I'm using, but right now I'm only using up this vault. Eventually I will fill all this and I will have to make a bigger one. Here I want to just take a moment to show you my ender chest, which I'm really proud of. You can see here I have gotten started on like organizing my ender chest. I did start out this world using sophisticated backpacks, but I felt like I wanted to go a bit more vanilla, after seeing some things that people have made. So let's say I need more rockets. All I have to do is click the shulker and I can grab rockets from here and refill it. Or alternatively, I have an ender chest in my inventory, so all I have to do is remove this shulker, get the rockets out, put that back, and then there we go. Perfect. I love this system. Here we have our blocks. The middle row is supposed to be dirt, but I can just refill all of this. This is just for like random buildings and stuff like that. And then here we have our food. Same thing. If I need more food, I can just refill it from here. And then we have some spare ender chests, in case I goof up and use my fortune pick on a ender chest. We can also input items just by clicking this, and it'll automatically input over there. I like it. Then over here we have our most recent build. But here we have a double silverfish farm. You can see there is infested stone being placed here, and then it's being broken by the drill. Then the silverfish are killed by a sword, a diamond sword with just mending. I will put looting on it later on, but for now there's nothing on it. Then that silverfish drops either a silverfish head, and that gets voided. And I also have an absorption hopper, which I had to add this mod because that was the only way I could think of, because when the obsidian is broken, it just falls down, and it's kind of annoying, but whatever. So all this obsidian is getting voided into the lava. If there's any better way of doing this, please let me know, because I don't really want to have like a mod like mob grinding utils. I don't think it's very like vanilla, but I digress. So you can see everything in this area is going to get picked up by this absorption hopper. There's some cobblestone. I need to increase that. Can I? Oh wait, no, wait, nope. Is that it? Let's do one more. There we go. And then if I just do that on this side, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's fixed. That is the silverfish farm, and then the XP nuggets come out of the deployer. They get grinded up into raw XP, and it gets funneled into these vaults. It is pretty new, that's why it's not full, but eventually it'll get full, and I can convert this into hyper XP, which is useful for getting OP enchantments. Then if we go along this path over here, we can see we have our steam engine. This is powering all my machines right now. It is a pretty simple design. You have your blaze burners and then a steam engine on top, but I think what's really genius is that if you go above, you can see there are, oh, okay, let's try that again. If you go above it, there are faucets, and then there's an oak leaves waterlogged with just water, and what that does is it pumps water in. Now, I tried having three of them, but boiler didn't get enough water, so you need to have six of them. But that's sufficient to power a level 9 steam engine. You can see it does fluctuate, like if it says the water does like fluctuate a bit, but I mean, it doesn't really affect it, it's just a visual thing. You can increase this. For now, this is just what I need, and I'm extracting all of the SU from this. And here we have a lava pool. So this is an infinite 10,000 block lava pool. What I did was I filled this first layer with dirt, and then I filled this first layer with lava, and then broke the dirt, so the lava went all the way down. So you don't need to fill your whole thing with lava. You just need to fill the top layer, which I believe was like 42 blocks, but I'm not too sure. Here we have a buffer, so the lava gets picked up from here, which is a bottomless supply. It goes into here, which is a buffer in case, you know, something happens. There's always a bit of spare lava. I will increase this, and then that goes into the steam engine. We can add more buffer tanks here later on, but yeah. And let's say I want some lava buckets, I can just click this with some lava, which is really nice. And we have a water wheel just powering these. Here we have the starter base area. We have, you know, a simple like processing setup. You know, you have your pressing, your mixing. I was making some dye over here. Please add a way to remove fluids from basins. That's really annoying. Like I don't know how to remove the fluid from here. I need to turn off this faucet anyways. But yeah, you can see we have the same faucet thing here. So if I need to make cardboard, I can just turn this on and it's pretty cool. We have a deployer here. I need to set it up properly. We have compacting setups and spouting setups, which is really nice. We can expand this later on. This was the old house. Basically, there was chests all around this house, but I've removed everything now. And we have a bunch of mob heads around the house, which is kind of creepy, but whatever. Our enchanting table, we have a vertical nether portal, which I think is really cool. A horizontal nether portal, sorry, I get those mixed up, which goes into the nether, which we will be covering in a bit. We have our mob trader things, which is just unbreaking and mending for now. Our enchanting setup. Over here we have our mechanical crafter. We have a milling setup, which we sift, brush to netherrack to get a bunch of stuff like netherite, blackstone, gold, experience, a bunch of stuff. Then over here we can crush anything. We have a flax farm for string. Here we have a materials farm. This is pretty OP and it's really nice. And I have this hooked up to a chest with compacting on it. Yeah, it's overflowing, but this is just powered by two water wheels. Credit to this design. This like water wheel design goes to a YouTuber named Ace. Yeah, he introduced the sifters mod in his server and it was really awesome. So go check him out. I think it was one of his live streams. But yeah, I do like to give credit where I've, you know, taken designs and stuff like that. Here we have, I believe this was inspired by Chosen Architect. In his design, he has a starbuncle over here, but I have just a water wheel, and one water wheel can power all of this. So it's a pretty nice starter setup. Yeah, smoking, washing, lasting, and haunting. Yeah, I do get those mixed up. It's pretty nice. You put your item in here and it gets processed and it comes down here. I have to take that glass anyways. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I want to show you my drill. I've used this drill for mining out most of this area, as you can see. The mountain used to reach all the way here where you can see the stone, but I have cleared all of this out. But as you can see on the drill, which is really genius, what I've done is I've had a vault and then I've glued a crafting terminal on here so I can access the stuff in the vault. Nothing much. I've taken out most of the resources. It's a pretty simple design if you guys want to use it. We have a filter over here, which is just a bunch of common blocks. Well, right now it just uses cobblestone. So this places the block under it. Then here it places rails. So it can always just go. You do need to constantly supply it with coal. That's all I say, but I like it. It's pretty efficient and it works out for me. But yeah, I need to clear out all of this. I have so much work to do, but yeah, guys, I will say that right now I'm focusing on automating everything. So the farm designs might not look pretty, it might look pretty bare bones and stuff. So that's why I want to make a two-part series. So the first part will be automating everything, you know, just getting raw resources and getting geared up and stuff. And then later on in the second part, we're gonna make buildings, we're gonna move to a new area, we're gonna build like aeronautics contraptions, we're gonna build like trains and like all of those good stuff, right? But yeah, I hope you guys want to, you know, follow along on my journey and see where I go along with this create mod forever world. But with the overworld done with, I do have one farm in the nether I just want to show off quickly before, I think that's it, right before the episode ends. So if we go into the piglin murderer, you can see up above here we have a hoglin farm. Yes, that's it. This design is by Big Booty 17. Yeah, I think that's his name. It's a pretty weird name, but whatever. Essentially, I don't know how much it works. I don't know how it works, but like, yeah, I don't know how it works. I'm not gonna try explaining it, but if you guys wanna, you can see his video. He has a very detailed explanation. In his video, he just has a bunch of chests, but I've replaced that with a item vault, so you can see all the items we have here. And I will say, I did have a tough time figuring this out, but I was in a Discord with the Matter and Haysaw and a bunch of people. They helped me like simplify this design. So anytime I need to restock my pork chop, I can just put it down here, turn this lever, and it's gonna get restocked. I did want to make this automatic, so when I place it, this thing automatically gets powered. If you guys know how to do that, please let me know. But for now, it's just manual. You do have to, oh, you do have to remember to turn it off, otherwise it's gonna overflow. And here we have, if you want some leather, you can just output some leather over here and some quick pork chop. And if you want to put it back, you need to turn the lever here. And yeah, I do need one of them, so there we go. But yeah, this will sustain me for a very long time, and this will also give me a lot of leather. So I'm pretty happy with this. We might put like one more. But yeah, it's a pretty nice design. I really like it, and yeah, and yeah, I'll leave the farm design in the description if you guys want to check it out. Let's see, is there anything else I want to cover? No, not really. Yes, this world is pretty small, but you know, I do have a lot of things to do. Like, it's pretty early game right now. I do have diamond tools. I need to get some armor. But yeah, I want to make videos on this road, so I hope you guys can let me know if you want that. I will be posting this video on both my main and second channel using the collab feature. So if you're watching this on the second channel, be sure to subscribe to the main one. I'm moving my subscribers from channel to channel, and yeah, my second channel will be for tutorials and like behind the scenes content, and my main one will be for Minecraft videos and, you know, stuff like this, right? So be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video where we'll do something. I don't know what we'll do, but we will do something. Okay, you can leave now. I give you permission to leave. What are you doing? Just leave. Okay, yeah, you're weird. Just stop looking at me, okay? Okay? Bye.